Hi there, how are you today? So in this video, I wanted to talk about manifestation, the law of attraction, and all the wonderful things that I've come to understand as time goes on. Because when The Secret came out, I bought the DVD, I bought the book, I was reading the book constantly. I even bought the gratitude journal and I was filling that in all the time, with all the wonderful things that were happening in my life and all the rest of it. And, lately I've been noticing there's a lot of information still going on about manifestation and law of attraction. And it's only just recently with one of my friends, that she mentioned that it's a lower vibration. Like guilt and shame are lower vibrations, they're lower frequencies, they're emotions of lower frequency compared to love, compared to joy, they're all the way up there. Things like shame, guilt, grief, these are all lower vibrations that make us dense. They create more density within us. The higher vibrations, create more lightness within us, more spaciousness is the word. But, she was saying that this whole thing about manifestation and law of attraction is all just another distraction on this planet. We're so happy to be distracted with this and happy to be distracted with that. All this stuff that's outside of us all the time. I had the beautiful house growing up. My dad was a builder and he bought this 3-bedroom fibro house that they completely renovated and turned into this beautiful brick house that was, in the end, it was 5 bedrooms. It had a rumpus room. It had this massive kitchen that I've never in my life seen such a big kitchen. We had everything growing up. The new cars, we had everything. My dad worked hard, for us to have everything. And yet, by the end of it, but by the time the house was renovated and it looked beautiful and all the rest of it, my dad had a heart attack, massive heart attack. He had an operation. Mum had a bad back. She couldn't walk. She could hardly walk. And it wasn't even 2 or 3 years after it had been finished, they moved back to South America. They were so miserable, So I know firsthand that these things don't bring you happiness. We strive for them, we want them because we believe that they're going to make us happy. Otherwise, what would be the point? Why would you want a beautiful new house, or why would you want a beautiful new car? Or what are these things for if it's not going to make you happy? If that's not the end goal, was what I was looking for before. If it's not the goal, that's what you want, why pursue them? Why bother having the new house? Why bother having the new car? Why bother going after any of it? And the truth is, throughout my whole life, I've observed. I'm very good at observing these things. And I realized when we had the new house and it was done, that was not what made everyone happy. That didn't bring anyone happiness. If anything, they were all sick, they were all falling apart. It was too stressful to live this lifestyle for my parents and for a lot of people that are chasing that dream, It's all an illusion. This whole manifestation and law of attraction thing, yes, we do have that power. When you start to observe your thoughts, and you pay attention to what's coming into your life, you will realize that, yes, you have that power. Your thoughts are definitely creating your reality. What you focus on is what you're attracting. But also, there is a reason that you are focusing on these things. Why are you focusing on this and not something else? Have you ever thought about that? Why do you focus on the things that you focus on and not the opposite? Has it ever occurred to you to stop and think about that? Your predominant thoughts throughout the day, when you think of things, When you're thinking, what do you think of the most? What thoughts keep going round and round in your head the most? Because it's not by accident and it's not by chance that you have these thoughts. It's all been designed. It's all been designed from the very beginning for you to have a particular experience. Remember, we've been talking about this quite a lot. Your soul chose this experience. And to have this experience, you need to have the thoughts that are going to create that experience. So the thoughts that you have are not random, and they're not by chance, and they're not an accident. They've been chosen deliberately for you to have this experience that you're having. What you focus on, where you put your attention, is what grows. It's what expands. That's how powerful we are. Where you focus your attention is what will expand. It's that simple. The magic happens when you start to realize what you are focusing on. Why are you focusing on that? What experience is that creating? What are you meant to gain from that experience as a soul? When you become self-aware and you realize that it's all about the soul having this experience. The manifesting thing, yes, you can manifest all these beautiful things from this world. The house, the car, the partner. If you want a loving partner, all of that can be manifested. But at the end of the day, what you take away from all of those experiences is that none of them, none of it, not the house, not the car, not the partner, not anything that you're looking at outside of you will bring you fulfillment. If it's joy that you're after, you will not get it from the house, from the car, from the partner, from the children. My belief was my everlasting happiness and my joy, my love, my everything was going to come from having a child, from when I was a mother. When I became a mother, my life would be complete. And it wasn't because I was a mother. Because all of these things are outside of you. When you focus on things outside of you, whatever it is that you're focusing on, whatever intention is behind it, say the house. You want to manifest that house because it's going to bring you so much joy. You're going to feel fulfilled when you have that beautiful house. I've known people that live in beautiful houses and they were miserable, but the house was beautiful. How could this be so? You know? Manifestation does not mean that you will get the joy that you're after, that you will get the peace that you're after, that you will get the love that you're after. Because all of these beautiful things that we've been taught come from things outside of us and not out there. Yes, you'll have a beautiful house and you'll be happy in it. What, for a year? 6 months? A year? And then you're living in this house. It's your house. It's just a house. You have the partner. You've been waiting your whole life for this partner. This partner's going to complete you. He's going to make you feel loved. He, she. This partner's going to make you feel whole again. Nothing's missing. You're not worthless anymore. You are good enough just as you are. You are lovable. You can be loved. I've been there twice. I've had beautiful partners that have loved me completely, no doubt. They've loved me. But did I feel loved? No. My first relationship, I was so, what's the word? So insecure all the time. I didn't feel good enough, and I was just waiting for him to take off, to get bored with me and just go with someone else the whole time. And he was devastated when I broke up with him. Devastated from what I heard, from the people I know that knew both of us. So I know that he loved me. Like now, I know that he did. But at the time, I couldn't see it. I couldn't feel it. Because all I could see was that I wasn't good enough to be with him. I wasn't worthy of his love. That's all I could see. And it got to a point where that hurt so much that I just didn't want to be with him anymore. I just couldn't stand another day of feeling unworthy of being with someone that I loved. I couldn't stand it. I wanted my freedom. I preferred to be alone than to be feeling like that one more day. I'm with my second partner, who's now my husband. We've been together 30 years. We've been through a lot. And there's been many times, many times, you can ask him, that I've tried to walk away. But he's fought for me every time, over and over and over. Because the love you are looking for is not in a partner. It's not. All they're ever going to do is disappoint you. They're going to let you down every time. Yes, one day they'll bring you flowers and they'll bring you gifts and they'll make you feel wonderful. But like the house, you live in the house for a year, 2 years, 3 years. And then, oh, it's my house. I've been here for 3 years now. It's not that exciting anymore. It doesn't make me feel with joy every time I walk into my house. It's just my house. These things, this joy, this love, this peace that so many people yearn for is not out there. It's not in a thing that you can manifest into your life. It's not in a partner. It's not in your children. It's not in your parents. Even if your parents came and apologized to you, and it was a heartfelt apology for everything they did to you that caused you pain, that caused you suffering, it will never be enough. My beautiful darlings, it will never be enough. Because you need to love you. You need to forgive you. You need to forgive yourself for leaving the most beautiful part of yourself back there for so long. When your parents rejected your love, you left yourself there. And that little one that you left behind has been waiting for you this whole time to come back and to tell them, I love you. You are the best part of me. You are the love. And you've been waiting here this whole time to remind me that I am the love. It was not about receiving love from anyone else. It was about being the love. Being who you are. So, you do have the power to manifest. We all do. That law of attraction works. It's working in every moment of every day. It never stops. We have an energy that we emit constantly. An energy of lack, an energy of love, an energy of joy, an energy of scarcity. Whatever energy you're emitting, that's what you're attracting back. It's like a radio frequency. You know, you tune into the radio after a station, you want certain music, and say you want to listen to classical music, and you have to, you know, dial into 101 on the dial. I don't know, I'm just making it up. So to get classical, you dial into 101. To get rock music, you dial into 201, for example. And 301, and you get R&B, you know? We're the same. We have an energy that we are constantly emitting. Constantly. And depending on what you're emitting, what energy is going out from you, is what you're attracting back. So start with you. Start with loving you. Start with accepting you. Start with you. And when you can feel comfortable within yourself, you can accept yourself, you can forgive yourself, you can love yourself as you are in this moment, all of those energies will change, all those frequencies, all the lack, all the scarcity, because all of that comes from not being good enough, not being worthy, not deserving. When you begin to love who you are, you know that you more than deserve. This beautiful planet was created just for you to come and experience yourself. There's no question of how deserving you are. You are the love of the universe. This was all made for you to come and experience yourself. There's no question of how loved you are. No question. You are more than loved. But you need to love you. You need to. You need to realize the beautiful miracle that you are in every moment. The blessing that you are in every moment. To everyone. Without you, none of this would exist. There would be no reason. No reason. What would be the purpose of this simulation, of this beautiful planet? There would be no purpose. You make it all possible. And the moment you fall in love with who you truly are, the moment you fall in love with the love that you are, your energy instantly shifts. And you'll realize, you realize that there's nothing out there in the world that you need. You don't need to be manifesting anything. You realize that it's all here for you. You are having the experience you came to have. There's a knowing and there's this beautiful gratitude for it all, you know? You are what matters. All right, my darlings. I love you guys. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.